This is the first Chapa Dimba na Safaricom to be played under floodlights, and it's mainly due to the sweltering heat in Mombasa. This means the games are not yet done. Ndong is at the coast with all the details of who have already made it to tomorrow's finals. Bernard, what is going down at the Bomu Stadium at this very moment?
Well, Mukami Wambora, I'm sure you're wondering what was transpiring there in the background. Well, this gentleman right here is called George. He was part of the winning team, that is Maweni United, the second team that qualified for the Chapa Dimba na Safaricom finals. Of course, they beat one of their biggest rivals, Masang. George, kuja hapo to join hapa kwenye Citizen TV, uko live kwa Citizen TV. Tuambie, kwanza hiyo somersault, tumeona ukishinda ukizifanya leo, your team ilichapa Matsangaoni by 4-1. Every time they scored, you did a somersault. Why?
Hiyo time mimi lazima ni train football na hizo somersault, but today I used to play football. My name is Shaban Kahindi, but my nickname is George. I live from Malindi, and thank you for Safaricom to sponsor it for Chapa Dimba.
Thank you very much. Of course, George is very tired. He was part of the winning team. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Maweni United, that's the team that he plays for. That's the team that has qualified for the final, for the boys' final. They'll be facing off against Shimanzi. Shimanzi was another team that was, of course, competing in the semi-finals of the Chapa Dimba na Safaricom. Remember, there were about 4 semi-finals happening today for the boys and for the girls. For the boys, Shimanzi will be facing off against Maweni United. Shimanzi, they came from 2 goals down to beat Kaloleni by 4-3 in a very entertaining clash. They were trailing them by 2-0 at the halftime break, but they managed to rally back and beat them. Let's listen to what the coach had to say.
Wamejipanga kwa sababu last time tulitolewa regionals hapa. Safari tumekuja na ubaya, ndio maana tumefaulu.
Bernard, I can see that was quite an entertaining clash, the boys getting through to the final, but I'm a bit biased. I want to know, how did the girls do? How did the semi-finals go? Who are actually going to play in the finals tomorrow?
Well, I can tell you for a fact, Bukambi, it's been a very difficult day for teams that come from Matsangaoni. Now, these are team brothers that come from Kilifi County. Matsangaoni, of course, they lost to Maweni United in the boys. And it's also a difficult day as well for the women's team. Matsangaoni, they were facing off against Solgo Widi, and they lost in that particular fixture. Just to give you a recap of what transpired in that match, it ended 0-0. After normal time, and the game had to be decided via penalty shootout. And it seems that Solwogidi have been practicing to do the penalty shootouts, because the game ended 6-5 in favor of Solwogidi, knocking out Matsangaoni to advance to tomorrow's final, where they'll be facing off the team that will be just giving a recap of how they performed.
Timu yetu ilikuwa imekuja na prideness. Juu tuliwapiga 6 last time. Sasa kulikuwa na prideness nyingine. No wonder tumepata hard time kuwafunga.
Can I talk?
Hiyo results imetoka hivyo. Hatujapata easy time kuwafunga. At least walikuja akiwa hard kidogo. Walienda wakajaribu kucorrect themselves. Nasi pia tulitrain hard. Ndio maana hata tumepata game ilikuwa ngumu, then tukarekebisha ikawa poa.
To change the tactical way of play, change the formation, especially in the way we were defending, the way we were attacking the spaces, and then after that we let the game flow. In the second half, we knew we were coming up to attack them, because what we did in the first half, we were not attacking. We were waiting for them to control the game. We were leaving a lot of loose ball. We were not containing the ball. We were not.
Bernard, it had to go down to penalties. I understand how tense that can be. Maybe you can give us a bit of your predictions for tomorrow's final. How do you think it'll go? And just let us know a bit about that.
Well, thank you very much, Mukami Wambora. Of course, those particular sound bites that you listened to were actually for the other game, and that was between Changamwe and Kwale Starlets, and that game, of course, ended in favor of the Starlets who beat their opponents. But nonetheless, tomorrow's final is definitely going to be something exciting, something that will be a testament of the kind of football talent that we have here in Mombasa County. Just to remind you, the final for the boys will be between Shimanzi and Maweni United, and for the girls, Solgowidi will be facing off against Kwale Starlets. So definitely it could go either way. Most likely we'll have a high-scoring final. Remember, the games will start at 6 p.m. You can see it's about a few minutes to 10. It should be 10, I believe, under floodlights. And tomorrow's games definitely will be a testament of the kind of football talent that Mombasa County has to offer, Mukami.
Thank you so much for that, Bernard. We'll be looking forward to what you have to offer tomorrow and what the teams have to offer. We will get back to that.